The 4th of July is going to be here before we know it. And with this recent heat wave and this lack of rain, this is a good time to refresh our memory on fireworks safety.
Yeah, let's see here. 10 fingers, 10 toes, right?
We want to keep them.
Let's keep it that way. The risk of fires and injuries rises over this holiday, but you can stay safe with some important information. Michael's back from E.S.C.A.P.E Fire Safety. He's got some important facts for us to remember. Nice to see you again, Michael.
Thank you for having me back.
Absolutely. Let's start with the basics. Be safe. The stats don't lie. Fires and injuries, they rise over this holiday.
They do. 2 out of every 5 reported fires are caused by fireworks. So it's not just having the fun. We think of apple pie, we think of fireworks. They go hand in hand, but we've got to play it safe. Yeah. And the best choice, go and watch the professional displays.
Right?
That's probably the best thing I can tell everyone.
Absolutely.
That is the best way.
Yep.
But inevitably, this one, of course, Todd sitting next to me, he's already said he's going to set off fireworks. People are going to do it.
I do every year, yeah.
So let's talk about what you need to keep in mind if you're going to plan to do this.
Give yourself space. So don't do it next to structures, especially when we're in more of the populated areas. We have to think about not only our homes, our buildings, but also the neighbors' buildings, the neighbors' homes.
You're not just whistling Dixie there, because less than 10 years ago at a friend's pool party and at his party, a firework went sideways and burrowed into a neighbor's house 7, 8 houses down the road.
Exactly.
So these things happen.
They do. They do. So we want to play it safe. Make sure we watch where the children are. They're fascinated with the oohs and the ahs. They like to be right in the middle of everything, but we've got to play it safe. And our good friends from First Alert have got some good choices. You know, make sure that you have that bucket of water for the sparkler sticks. The sparklers, even when they're at peak brightness, they're 1,200 degrees, third-degree burn in less than 2 to 3 seconds. So a First Alert fire extinguisher, a bucket of water, certainly good things to have on hand. Our friends at First Alert provide our fire departments all the smoke alarms throughout the winter when we do the Keep Michigan Safe campaign. But let's keep it safe this summer while we're having fun, while we're having friends over and family members. Let's not end up with a trip to the hospital.
Yeah, not to be your consistent cautionary tale here, Michael, but yeah, both myself and my daughter stepped on these sparklers.
Right.
And the youngest picked one up, so we've all been burnt. They don't take long at all to instantly burn you. I've always wondered why they don't make the handles like neon colored so you can see them in the grass.
Exactly.
Because they're wire thin. Laws. Let's talk about that, because each area kind of has its own laws pertaining to these fireworks when you can actually do this.
Exactly. So check with your local municipality. They have to follow the state law, the state rules. But again, we've had rain in some areas, like you mentioned. We still have dry conditions in other areas. It's better than what it's been in some years when we've had a lot of dryness, but we want to play it safe. Never consume alcohol. Please, no alcohol or any medication if adults are choosing to use fireworks, and never let the kids use the fireworks. If the firework doesn't go off, put it in a bucket of water, step away from it, leave it. Don't continue to try and relight it because it could explode.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Those people who are like, well, I spent $60. No, let it go.
Right.
Okay? It's not worth your fingers.
Yeah. And, you know, we've talked about structures, we've talked about people. Let's talk about pets, too, because this is a scary time for them.
It is. So keep the pets indoors. Many times we want to take them with us, but those booms and bangs, the fireworks really hurts their ears. It scares them. We see more pets who are lost during the 4th of July week. And this year it's on Thursday. Yeah. So we want to make sure the day before, the day after, even going into a long weekend, we're still probably going to have, whether it's legal or not, people that are actually making the noises. And we want to make sure we keep our pets home. Turn a radio on, turn Fox 17 on, and make sure again that they're distracted so that they're not going through anxiety.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, thanks for the plug.
I know, right? Make sure you turn on Fox 17 so your pets can watch some quality television.
That's right.
All the fireworks are going off.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else, Michael, we really want to keep in mind, especially just during the summer months? You know, fireworks are one thing, but there are a lot of, you know, fire hazards this time of year.
Absolutely. So if you're camping, if you're with the family, you're at the park, make sure if you have that campfire, close supervision of the young ones. Also keep our matches and lighters out of young, curious hands. Many times we're using these to light the fireworks. We're using these to light the campfires. Young, curious hands can actually get a hold of these lighters. They can figure out how to use the child-resistant features, so we want to play it safe.
Yeah. Well, it may not have to do with safety, but when you do keep all your 10 fingers and toes, use them to pick up that stuff afterwards.
That's
too.
right.
I mean, there's nothing worse in neighborhoods now. These fireworks are going off.
Exactly.
It's a lot of shrapnel, a lot of cardboard, and stuff like that.
Yep.
So it may not be a safety thing, but pick up your mess.
And don't do the fireworks in the streets.
Right?
That's not a good choice.
not a
Where are
good
you going to
choice.
do yours?
Well, we have a park nearby. Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Make sure there's space.
Yeah, lots of
Bucket
space.
water.
Lots of space and plenty of water.
Keep all your fingers. Michael, thank you so much for being here. We
Thanks for
always
having me on.
appreciate your advice. You want to learn more? ESCAPEinc.org, or you can go to fox17online.com/safe. We'll be right back.